Jonathan Swift was one of the most brilliant satirists, essayists, and political commentators of the 18th century. His sharp wit, deep understanding of human nature, and unflinching critique of society made him one of the most influential literary figures in English literature. Best known for his masterpiece Gulliver's Travels, Swift's works continue to resonate for their humor, moral insight, and social relevance. Early life and education. Jonathan Swift was born on November 30, 1667, in Dublin, Ireland. His parents were English, and his father, also named Jonathan Swift, died just before his birth. This left his mother, Abigail Eric Swift, in difficult financial circumstances. Despite the hardship, Swift was cared for by his uncle, Godwin Swift, who ensured that he received a good education. Swift attended Kilkenny Grammar School, one of the best schools in Ireland at the time, where he showed early signs of intelligence and literary talent. In 1682, he enrolled at Trinity College, Dublin, earning a Bachelor of Arts degree in 1686. His academic life was not entirely smooth. He was often restless and dissatisfied with the rigid structure of education. Nevertheless, his time at Trinity laid the foundation for his later intellectual pursuits. Early career and move to England. After the political unrest in Ireland known as the Glorious Revolution, 1688, Swift moved to England, where he began working as a secretary to Sir William Temple, a respected diplomat and writer. This period proved crucial for his development. Temple's estate at Moor Park gave Swift access to an extensive library and a circle of prominent political and literary figures. During his time there, Swift met Esther Johnson, affectionately known as Stella, who became one of the most important people in his life. Their close and mysterious relationship lasted until her death, and many speculate that they may have secretly married. While at Moor Park, Swift began writing serious prose and poetry. His first major work, A Tale of a Tub, 1704, was a biting satire on religious excess and corruption. It marked him as a formidable literary talent but also made him controversial due to its bold criticism of the Church. Religious vocation and political involvement. Swift was ordained as an Anglican priest in 1694 and served briefly in a small parish in Keelroot, near Belfast. However, he found parish life unfulfilling and soon returned to England. His clerical career took a significant turn when he became increasingly involved in politics and public writing. In the early 1700s, Swift aligned himself with the Whig Party, but he later shifted his allegiance to the Tories after becoming disillusioned with Whig policies toward the Church of England. His political writings, often published anonymously, became powerful tools of persuasion. Works like The Conduct of the Allies, 1711, and The Examiner essays defended Tory policies and attacked their opponents with unparalleled wit and logic. The Dean of St. Patrick's Cathedral. In 1713, Swift was appointed Dean of St. Patrick's Cathedral in Dublin, a position he held for the rest of his life. While this seemed like an honor, Swift viewed it as partial exile from English politics and literary society. Nonetheless, he used his position to champion Irish causes and became a passionate advocate for the Irish people, who were then under English domination. One of his most famous pamphlets, A Modest Proposal, 1729, exemplifies his mastery of satire. Written during a time of severe poverty in Ireland, the essay suggested that impoverished Irish families could ease their economic troubles by selling their children as food to the rich. The shocking proposal was, of course, not meant to be taken literally. It was a scathing attack on British exploitation and the indifference of the wealthy toward the suffering poor. The work remains one of the most brilliant examples of satirical writing in the English language. Gulliver's Travels and Literary Legacy. Swift's greatest literary achievement came in 1726 with the publication of Gulliver's Travels. Though often mistaken for a children's adventure story, the book is in fact a sophisticated satire on human nature, politics, science, and society. Through the travels of Lemuel Gulliver to strange lands, Lilliput, Brobdingnag, Laputa, and the land of the Hohns, Swift exposes the pettiness, corruption, and moral flaws of mankind. Each part of the book serves a deeper purpose. Lilliput mocks political pettiness and vanity, Brobdingnag reveals the grotesqueness of human behavior when viewed from a moral perspective, Laputa satirizes scientific pretentiousness, and the land of the Hohns shows the contrast between rational virtue and human irrationality. The book was an immediate success and solidified Swift's reputation as one of the greatest satirists of all time. Personal struggles and later years. Despite his fame, Swift's later years were marked by personal sorrow and declining health. His beloved Stella died in 1728, a loss that deeply affected him. He suffered from bouts of vertigo and memory loss, possibly due to Meniere's disease, which worsened with age. As his mental and physical health deteriorated, Swift became increasingly reclusive and bitter. In his final years, he was declared of unsound mind. He died on October 19, 1745, at the age of 77. He was buried beside Stella in St. Patrick's Cathedral, Dublin, as he had wished. Legacy and influence. Jonathan Swift's legacy extends far beyond his lifetime. His writings filled with humor, irony, and moral conviction continue to challenge readers to think critically about politics, religion, and human behavior. His ability to blend wit with moral seriousness made him one of the most influential voices of the Enlightenment era. He is often remembered not only as a literary genius but also as a man who used his pen to fight injustice. His works like A Modest Proposal and Gulliver's Travels remain timeless reflections on society's follies, greed, and moral blindness. Through his biting satire, Swift sought to vex the world rather than divert it, reminding humanity of its flaws while urging it toward wisdom and compassion. In sum, Jonathan Swift's life was one of intellect, courage, and creative brilliance. From his modest beginnings in Dublin to his enduring influence on world literature, he remains a towering figure whose works continue to educate, entertain, and provoke readers across centuries.